Now recording.
Yay. Yes, we are back. What's up? All right. Hey, welcome to Pocket Change. Pick or pass. We're going through, doing a couple each an item and making a little short video. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it. The views seem to be up. I got my haircut today, but I got not a great haircut. So,
And up we go.
what are you doing?
I like it better. I like it better. Yeah, there we go. I've been acting all crazy, folks.
We've
As he
been
hit
here for
record,
33 minutes talking before we started the show. You think you would have adjusted that ahead of time?
as soon as he
Each
hit the
their own.
record, I was going to shut up. But anyway, we don't get enough time to talk anymore. We don't. You
I know
going
we
to
don't.
bed early is just not. It's just
Hey
killing our
man,
whole
this
thing.
getting up at 5 a.m. You can start getting. I got up at 4. If you want to get up early and do an hour in the morning.
Are you freaking kidding?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
That's
not
my
happening.
availability. I know
Not happening. Drink your coffee and have fun.
exactly.
Anyway, I know you said you got a haircut. It looks mine. The last person cut it. It's like I'm like, what is this? Anyway, so most
Yeah, I went into the place and then there was a guy across from me, young guy. And he's like, "Hey, why are you cutting it there?" She's and he's like, "I have to cut it away from your ears." He's, "No, I showed you these pictures." And then she pulls out his phone and he's, "I showed you all these pictures. That's what I want." She's, "Honey, you don't look nothing like them. I can't do that." And he's like, "Why didn't you say something before you started?" She's like, "I figured you'd be happy with whatever I did." And I laughed. I was like, "Ah." And then I got this chick waiting, and then she cut my hair with the part here, which I never had. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Oh, that's where it looked like it parted.
Hey, I sat down in a guy's chair one time at a place, and he said, "What do you want?" I said, "I want you to make me look handsome." He said, "Whoa, I'm not Jesus. I can't work miracles." And I busted out laughing, and he and I were best friends from then on. Just like I always wanted him. I was like, yes. But anyway, so pick or pass, folks. Quick update from last time. One of our shows we did last week, or coming out in a week sometime, had a no resale game. Says not for resale on it. Did the research, told you I would get back to you. This means nothing on eBay. So you are free to sell not for resale. It will make it a little harder to list because they don't have the UPC symbol, but just take the pictures and find the ones that look like it and sell similar. You guys know how to list. If you don't, we've got some great tips I'm sure we'll give to you on how to list it, going back through some of our older stuff where we go through actually how to list. But this, again, is Pick or Pass. I wanted to give you that quick update. Ben's and I both struggled with yard sales this weekend. We talked a little bit
Yeah.
about that. There wasn't but like 3 in his area, and there was like none. It's still cold where I'm at. It was only like 60 degrees, and unfortunately, that don't sound like cold to those of us here who are in North Carolina. Sounds freezing to those who are from Florida and California, but apparently it's too cold for yard sales. So there was very few of them and didn't really find much. So I ended up at a thrift store. One of mine and Ben's favorite thrift stores here in my area. We went to when he came up and got some movies. I looked through the whole store. I was like, I don't want any more clothes. I'm trying to get out of the clothes. So I was looking at other stuff and I was like, you know what? Ben said that kids' movies are awesome. And they were selling them 10 for $1. So I was like,
Yeah, they're awesome. They're not big dollar, but they sold really well for me when I did them. All right, what do you got?
I figured, what the heck? 10 for $1, I'll take them. So I gave them $1. It was like $1.07 or something. But, all right, let's start with, let's see which one. What'd you say?
Damn tax.
Yeah.
Government's eating on us.
Government's got to eat in on it. But, okay, so I picked up these 4 right here, and I'm going to do them as one because here's the thing. I figure I'll make more money lotting these up. And honestly, I've already looked just before we started the show, and that is true. To sell these individually would be about $3 a piece. I saw on eBay. So lotting them up, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. I share screen, ISH. Here we go. Share. Okay, so as you can see, that doesn't have anything to do with. I don't know what that is, but come on down here. Now this one's got 4 of them together.
Yeah.
Not some of the same ones I got. This one here, 4 Ice Age movies. So they're running around 11, 14.95. That one there, 5.99. Says some scratches. I don't know. That doesn't have but one Ice Age in it. 7.95 for 5 of them, $5 for 4 of them, 14.99. So anyway, so Benz, if you want to bring up your trusty dusty calculator, there's 151 here.
Okay.
So let's just go ahead and get our what we see the sell on is. You still see my screen, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going through here. So we got 10 that have sold. Looks like they sell for around $9, $9 to $10. There's one for 14.99 with a 5 set. 12.99. I threw in that's got one Ice Age. I mean, 23.98. That must be, yeah. They're all brand new, so that's a little bit more. Mine are open. So it looks like they sell for $9 to $10.
6.6% sell through.
Woo!
And what I did was 14.95. I had got some Dora the Explorer, a little My Little Pony, and a couple other things like that, which I got a bunch of them really cheap. I don't think I paid 10 cents a piece for them, but I paid maybe a quarter a piece for them. A lot of them up four at a time, sold out.
They were doing a DVD special, and I could have loaded up, but I was like, I'm going to try the kids' movies. They were doing a DVD special, and I may go back. I don't know. Depends on how this looks tonight, because they're running it through March 31st at thrift store. 10 DVDs for $1. So they're just trying to get rid of a bunch because they had a whole rack, had this whole bin to go through, and I was like, I don't have time. I don't feel like it. I've already tried to drive around and see if I can find some yard sales, and I didn't want to go home with nothing because, again, Benz lays down the law here and
Gotta
says,
have
if you
something for the
don't
show, man.
have your 5 items to show, he's going to reach through the camera and smack you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't want you guys to be disappointed, so I did find
There you
something.
go.
I figured, again, Ben says, what's $1? So
Yeah,
if
but
it
I'm telling you, lot them up, four piece, make them 14.95. I
well, it
did
looks to
that.
me like I could sell them. I paid literally, so I've got 40 cents, say 41 cents, in those 4 DVDs. So if I sell them for $9.99 plus delivery, because all those were listed, so $9.99 plus delivery. Look what I've made.
Yeah,
So really, honestly, yes, 6 point. What'd you say? A 6 point something percent sell through rate.
6.5, 6.6.
6.6. They don't take up a whole lot of room. I can put them on a shelf as soon as I get my shelves, and they're not going to take up a whole lot of room. And when they sell, I've doubling my money would be 80 cents. 10 times my money would be
Eight.
$4.
Yeah,
So
$4.
you're talking a lot of return for that.
Yeah, I've had good luck with the kids' DVDs. Any other DVD, I really haven't had a lot of luck, unless it's sealed. I have a bunch of sealed DVDs, which I don't have listed right now. They're at home.
Right. Oh, what you got for us here? Your turn. You're up, my man. Oh, a bag of Legos. Just a free bag of Legos.
And it's got, I don't know if you can see it, it's got like the little guys in there.
Yeah, I bet that. And unfortunately, that doesn't look like much, folks, but I bet that's going to be worth a small fortune. What is that, a pound of Legos? Have you weighed it?
It's 2 pounds
2 pounds of Legos. Oh, my Lord.
with minifigures.
I am I am scared to see. This is probably $30. I'm just gonna guess $30.
I got that at the bins. It was in the. I went to the bins. This bag had a bunch of random shit in it. I dumped it out, and I went through the bottom of the bins and picked up all the. I saw the minifigures. I started picking them up. I'm like, yeah, I'll throw them with this. So, $2, 89 cents a pound. So I got $1.80 in that.
$1.80. $1.80. That's awesome. Of course, you gotta be careful about going to the bins these days. Remember, we had that report where that lady got hoof and mouth disease. God, that was nasty.
So
Anyway,
yeah,
all right.
with minifigures.
Yeah, so you're looking at 23. There's a 14.99, but I'm not sure about that. $30. So I was right. Somewhere between 20 and $30. Or which does the $30 one say free delivery? There's a $36 one. Yeah, free delivery. Nope, it don't, but the $36 one does. Looks like. But yeah, so around $20 to $30 for now. That's is that 2 pounds or just 1 pound? That's 2 pounds. They're all saying basically 2 pounds. We lost you, buddy.
I came unplugged.
All
Am I
right.
here back? Am I back?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
back. You're back. We got you.
I told you the most relevant, important stuff, and you missed it. It'll be a mystery what I said.
folks. It's gonna be a mystery.
All right, so there's 3,600 listed.
Okay. I'm gonna bet he kills me on the sales percentage here, folks.
0 have sold.
What? That's not true. Look right there.
Lego pieces. Lego mixed Legos. Let's take all the rest of that out.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and get the other number, but yeah.
So 987 sold. $8,300. So right over 12%, somewhere in there.
Yeah, you're right. It's 11.89, so definitely
Yep.
12%. That's twice my sell through rate. And that's because Legos are so hot, folks. They just really are. Now, not the cheap, we've already talked about it, not the cheap knockoff Legos from like Korea and Thailand and Taiwan. Those do not sell. People want the actual Legos, and they don't even care if it's a mixed bag, as you can see. Lord, right there's one listed for $40. There's one listed, what's that, 255? How many is that?
It says large lot,
Just large lot. Wow.
but there's a lot of minifigures. So you see all these minifigures. That's what makes it
Yeah.
worth money.
Yeah. But still, that's awesome. That is awesome, folks. And so you think about Legos, which is every dad's nightmare in the middle of the night, to step on one of them. If you don't believe me, go ahead and try it. Start telling your kids they leave them out. You're going to bag them up. As soon as you get a pound, you're going to sell them on eBay. I
There you
mean,
go.
because they're worth money. Again, the actual Legos, they're worth money.
Yes.
Now, granted, it's only a 12%, twice as good as mine on the Ice Age movies, but you got $1.80 in it, and you're easily going to sell it for 20.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's our fantabulous show for this evening. Legos and DVDs.
Ice Age DVDs.
Ice Age
It's
DVDs.
going to be kids' movies all week, folks.
All right. Let's check it out. Have a good week.